For over 2 decades, GM Korea's plant in Gunsan played a pivotal role in vitalizing the regional economy. Today, it's officially shut down. Even with the government's help, the U.S.-based automaker saw no other way to restructure the cash-strapped unit's operations. Thousands are affected by the closure, not just the employees, but affiliates, subcontractors, and local businesses as well. Soo-young files this report from the Southwestern city.
General Motors has closed one of its 4 plants in South Korea, leaving an economic vacuum in the western port city of Gunsan. The automaker's decision came in February as part of its corporate restructuring efforts, bringing the factory's 22-year history of car manufacturing to an end.
I came for my final day of work. I can't enter the gates tomorrow even if I wanted to. I just wanted to see it for the last time. I was here since the very beginning, since 1995 for about 23 years. This closure has happened practically overnight.
Of the factory's 1,800 workers, most like Kim have taken voluntary redundancy, 400 have taken unpaid leave, while 200 are awaiting placements at GM Korea's 3 remaining plants. Just 3 dozen people are left behind for maintenance and to handle the final shipments. Compared to the months of commotion leading up to this fateful day, the closure has been relatively low-key. But the impact of the closure is palpable throughout the city of Gunsan. Churning out some 270,000 vehicles a year, the factory accounted for half of Gunsan's exports and a third of the total exports for Jeollabuk-do province. This means the livelihoods of thousands of workers employed by 130 affiliates and subcontractors that supplied auto parts to the factory are also on the line, and they won't be getting payouts or any such compensation from GM.
We had expected GM's all-new crews to be produced for the next 4 to 5 years as usual, but production was stalled after just a year, which the affiliated companies were not prepared for. After Hyundai Heavy Industries' Gunsan plant closed down and now the GM plant, our local economy is faring worse than it did during the Asian financial crisis.
Other local businesses, including restaurants and real estate agencies, are also expected to suffer due to the outflow of workers. To cushion the blow to the local economy, the central government has earmarked some $20 million from its supplementary budget this year in order to support Gunsan's workers and businesses. Even so, many doubt the region will ever be able to fill the gap left by GM's departure, given the sheer size of the auto firm and Gunsan's dependency on its operations. But in the long haul, some experts say a structural reform may have been overdue and could boost the region's competitiveness.
They do have a lot of people who are very familiar with how a manufacturing company works, so there is some human capital there that they can use. And they should have good road systems, and if nothing else, they still have the large factories that the GM Korea used, which they may be able to utilize elsewhere.
The expert also urged the authorities to act quickly as the plant is now shut for good, and thousands of local residents face an uncertain future. Soo-young, Arirang News, Gunsan.